Hello and welcome to Gun Theory. Today we're taking a look at the G36C used by the FBI SWAT in Rainbow Six Siege. We will be judging the G36 on three major categories. 1. Appearance. 2. Performance. And 3. General circumstances. Alright, let's jump right into appearance. So overall, the appearance, as usual, is very well done. Our first complaint comes as no surprise. The stock iron sights look realistic enough, but again, the green marks are not present on the real G36. Our next complaint is that the flash hider in-game is actually an A2 style flash hider that we would normally see on AR-15s and M4s and M16s, rather than the 4-prong flash hider that we would normally see on these rifles. So we're gonna have to take a few points off in appearance for the sights and the flash hider. Alright, now for performance. So my first complaint was going to be that this rifle lacks burst fire capability. But if we look over on HK's website, they actually offer several trigger groups for this rifle. And the one that we're seeing in game is the 01D group. We'll notice the fire control markings match this trigger group, and so do the fire modes. Safe, single shot, and fully automatic. So that actually checks out. And looking at the recoil, we can see that it is quite mild and semi-automatic. The 5.56 chambering for this rifle would agree. However, the automatic fire seems just a little too controllable to be believable, so we're definitely gonna have to take off just a couple of points here. Alright, how's the damage? Well, it takes between 3 and 4 rounds to the chest to kill each enemy. And since we can expect about 790 foot-pounds of muzzle energy out of the barrel in the G36, which is 9 inches, that means that it takes somewhere between 2,300 and 3,200 foot-pounds to drop each target, which actually falls in line very well with the Desert Eagle findings from our previous videos. And again, we're assuming, based on previous observations, that these enemies are wearing something like level 3 or 3+ body armor. And just like with the previous rifles and handguns we've been looking at in these videos, most of these rounds are not going to be penetrating the body armor unless it's defective in some way. And so our goal here is not necessarily to penetrate the body armor and dump energy directly into their bodies, but rather to just cause intense trauma very quickly to the chest to break ribs or their sternum and cause a general state of shock in their nervous system. Alright, now for general circumstances. Does it make sense that FBI SWAT would be using the G36C? While it may initially seem unlikely, they have done extensive business with HK in the past, and it turns out that while they aren't really a standard issue kind of thing, there are plenty of them sitting in FBI armories and they have seen action before. So yes, it does make sense that Ash would be using this rifle. Overall, this rifle was depicted very well. A few minor complaints with the stock iron sights and the recoil on full auto are all we could really find. And for this reason, I would give the G36C a realism score of 85%. They really knocked it out of the park with this rifle. And now for a bit of a personal opinion, Ash uses the G36C as well as the R4C, which is a short-barreled AR platform of rifle. Both of these rifles fill the exact same role, a short-barreled assault rifle. I would have loved to have seen an MP5-10 in place of one of these rifles to show off another HK product that the FBI has used very extensively. It's a standard MP5, but it's chambered in 10mm. It's a fantastic little submachine gun, and the FBI has made fantastic use of it over the years. But I hope you learned something. If you like this sort of content, subscribe, like, and maybe even consider becoming a patron of this channel on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.